Hi viewers, welcome to Go Loop Audio. Today we're going to look at creating a new drum kit from scratch on the SmplTrek from Sonicware. Okay, the first thing to do is to load up a new project. So project menu, select new, select the first project there. So start a new blank project. We want to create a new drum kit from scratch. So let's think about this. We've got 15 pads here and we want to load samples onto each pad. So we need to think about how we're going to lay them out. What I've done is I've downloaded a free sample pack from the bedroomproducersblog.com, and this is like a 909 kit. So here I've created a little chart to think about how I'm going to lay out those samples on the pads. So here we have bass drums, snare drums and toms, rim, clap, hi-hats. Just a handy little guide. You might want to do something similar. So to create a new kit, what we do is function pool, and here we select the kit. It's already selected there. Now, don't make the mistake of going into the pool menu to find the samples. What you need to do is select new, and this will create a new drum kit. So the first top of the menu is instrument parameters. So you've got to think about the instruments. Those are the things that are going to go onto your 15 pads there. So we select that. And here we go. We can select any pad and start to tweak it. So we'll start on the left-hand side, and from my map, I said that's going to be a bass drum, and up there will be an alternative bass drum, and then a snare drum, and so forth. So let's start with the bass drum. File select, just click on the A dial. Now, this is when we do go into the pool, because we're going to find the sample to put on the pad. I've created a folder called drum, and these are the 3 folders of samples that I've downloaded. The 909 kit, clean, through some tape, emulation, and slightly more tape emulation. So I'm going to select in the first folder. So here's all the samples. We can review them by just moving across to the play button. I'm going to choose that one. Sounds good. There we go. On the first pad, we have a bass drum. So now we can continue like this, putting all of the different samples onto the different pads. I can now select the next pad, file select. I'm still in the same menu, so I'm going to go up and choose a slightly more distorted bass drum. Let's choose that one. Move across, select the file. So now we've got 2 things lit here. Those are the 2 bass drums. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just fill up all of the pads using the same process. So there we go, we finished selecting all of the samples that will go on each of the pads. Now, all we can do is actually colour the pads. You've got bass drums, snare drums, toms, so it would be good to have some kind of colour scheme. So we finish editing the samples. If we go back, we can look at the pad color. So here the pad color, choose a pad, and then just the A dial, as you can see here, the pad is changing color. Probably doesn't come through too well on the video. So let's just say that our bass drums are purple. Just leave the snare drums green. 3 toms, so I'm sort of color coding them in groups so I can sort of visually see where my bass drums, snare drums, toms, and different pads are. Okay, there we got some colors for all of our pads. Bass drums, snares, toms, shakers, rim shot and the clap. Hi-hats, cymbals on the left. Those colours are different there, but it's hard to tell on the camera. Okay, so we've done our pad colours. Let's go back. And one thing you can also do is think about the levels of the individual instruments in the drum kit. So we've got the distorted kick, but it's actually quite a bit louder, so we could sort of start to think about those levels there. The snare drum sounds a lot louder than the kick. I'll go through and change all of those. Also, one thing you can do, like here on the toms, you can change the panning, so we could pan them from left to right around the kit. There we go. Okay, once you're happy with all the levels, you can then save the kit. Go back to the menu and you can see the save option there. Save it to the current project only or save it to the pool. I put it in the pool so I can use it with all projects in future. Click OK, and now we need to name it. There we go, tape 909, and press OK. There we go, we created a drum kit. So as you go back to the home, obviously the drum kit is not in use, so we then need to load something onto our track. So let's choose a drum kit. So you can see currently the preset folder is selected. If you just change the A dial, we can go into the pool. In the pool, we can just select tape 909, click OK. You can see all the pads have now lit up. There we go. Our new kit loaded into the song. From this point, you could go in and edit some more about the drum kit. When you get a feel for the different levels of the individual instruments, that's just a simple beat. So there we go. That's how you create a new drum kit instrument and use it in a project. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you next time.